Well, good evening and thank you for joining us for a special election edition of KREM 2 News at 10. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Whitney Ward. The deadline to turn in your ballot came and went just within the last few hours. Now the votes are officially being counted. So let's get right to it. Here are the results we have at this hour. We begin with the battle for Spokane's next mayor.
Incumbent Nadine Woodward looking to keep her place as the city's leaders, but former Commerce Director Lisa Brown looking to keep her momentum from the primaries alive. Right now, Brown is leading with a margin of about 52% to 48% at this hour.
And to another highly contested race we are tracking at this hour. That is the race for Spokane City Council President. Betsy Wilkerson clearly in the lead, as you can see right now, with 53% of the vote over Kim Please with 47%. And in our effort to keep you informed during this election, we do have team coverage tonight across the board. We are live at candidate watch parties and elections offices so we can track the action as it happens.
We will hear from everyone at some point tonight, but first let's go to KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk live at Barrett Street Winery tonight, where incumbent Nadine Woodward was watching those votes roll in. Kyle?
Well, yeah, Mark, and usually when those initial results come in, you hear a lot of cheering at these watch parties, but that was not the case tonight. As you mentioned, Nadine Woodward trailing Lisa Brown by more than 1,000 votes right now. Right after those initial results came out, about 8:07, 8:08 tonight, Woodward's campaign consultant got on stage and told supporters not to worry, saying there's still plenty of ballots left to count. Woodward began her speech tonight saying, quote, "We got this." She told supporters that being mayor and running a campaign has been the most difficult challenge of her life.
So I anticipated that we would not know tonight the outcome of the race for mayor. We knew all along this was going to be extremely tight, within 1-2 percentage points. So we've got a lot of ballots out there that are still uncounted. We're about 1,600 apart. We've got about 20,000 ballots still to be counted. And I believe we're going to make up those ballots. And I will be your next mayor.
And Kim Please was also at tonight's watch party. She is running to be the next city council president and is trailing Betsy Wilkerson tonight, and told us it's way too early for Wilkerson to declare victory.
They're very, very early results, and I'm feeling really hopeful. I had so many people call me today with messages of support and text messages saying they were just voting today. So I just heard my opponent declared victory, and I will never concede until the last ballot is counted.
And there are still plenty of ballots left to count, but we won't get those next batch of results until tomorrow afternoon. Reporting live in downtown Spokane, Kyle Simchuk, KREM 2 News.
Kyle, thank you very much. And we also have KREM 2's Amanda Rowley live right now at another watch party. Lisa Brown is there tonight, joined by several other candidates, including Betsy Wilkerson and Kitty Klitsky.
Initial return showing it was a good night for those candidates. Amanda, what is the energy like there down there right now?
Oh, well, Mark and Whitney, it's very much quiet now here at the Spokane Dems election party, but earlier this evening that was definitely not the case when that first batch of results came out. Now, with the unofficial results showing many of the candidates here leading in their races, this room was buzzing with excitement. Lisa Brown feeling pretty confident about her lead in the race for Spokane mayor, and the crowd here below was elated. Take a listen.
Much.
Lisa Brown says she is grateful to Spokane voters for their support. She's also saying she's hopeful that Spokane will now have an administration that is transparent with the public and city council.
I'm especially grateful for those who supported our vision of a better way forward, and it looks very good that many of you have trusted me to be the next mayor of Spokane.
Betsy Wilkerson is also celebrating tonight. Unofficial results show that she has a 6% lead against her opponent for Spokane City Council president. Now, the race hasn't been called yet, but in her view tonight is a victory.
We won! I know when seeds are planted in fertile ground, they can grow. Spokane, we are ready to grow because this is fertile ground tonight.
Now, Lindsay Shaw, another candidate here at the party running for Spokane City Council, hoping to unseat incumbent Michael Cathcart. Now, Cathcart currently is showing a lead in this race, but Shaw says she is hoping that the next round of counting those ballots will be more in her favor. She is hopeful that it'll go that way. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
All right, Amanda, thank you very much. Now we want to take a look at the results for two major proposals that appeared on the ballot for voters. The first is Measure 1. If approved, people living in Spokane County will see a sales tax increase to help pay for a new community correction center downtown.
Right now, Measure 1 is failing by a pretty wide margin, 62.8% voting against it and 37.12% in favor of it. Late tonight, I spoke with Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles about the initial returns. Take a listen. Sheriff Knowles, initial returns in from Spokane County showing that Measure 1 is failing by a pretty wide margin at this point. I'm just curious of your reaction.
I'm obviously disappointed that it didn't pass, and well, we're gonna have to keep making hard decisions that are not good for public safety. We just made an arrest the other day where somebody was assaulted with a knife, and we went to go book the person into jail on a serious felony. And the jail was red light status, and they didn't know when they were going to come off it. So we had to release that person. Mm-hmm. That's bad for public safety.
Also on the ballot is Proposition 1. If approved, it would ban camping within 1,000 feet of parks, schools, and daycares.
Now, homeless advocates have said that it would essentially criminalize homelessness. Right now, Prop 1 easily looking to be passing. You can see there with 75% of the vote. And people who are homeless now, it means they could be cited for each offense if this continues. However, it will likely be challenged in court. Previous court decisions have already said that banning camping on all public land is considered cruel and unusual punishment. So this one, even though it is passing right now, appears to be far from decided.